Hi guys, Ajax Excelsior 7-1. Sahbi, is this the best opponent we can have after the Napoli game earlier this week?
For sure, man. For sure. I mean, if you look at this game, this was the perfect game for Ajax. Excelsior, our opponent, played so defensively bad. I mean, I don't think they have paid attention to our previous games of Ajax when we played against tougher opponents. They played so defensively, and that worked out perfectly for us. Nonetheless, I was not impressed. I was really not impressed. A lot of sloppy passes, losing the ball a lot. This wasn't really that Ajax football that I'm really used to. It was more that Ajax. It was more that Excelsior played bad than that Ajax played good.
Come on, Sahbi.
And
You're being harsh, man.
no, it wasn't. I mean, it's not harsh. I mean, I rather call it a scoreboard journalism because it was a great result, 7-1, but our play wasn't that good, or the Excelsior was just that bad. This is definitely a club that will relegate. I will put anything on it to. I mean, I'll bet anything on it to see them relegated. But it was sloppy, and I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm just criticizing this team because the conclusion is that this was not the game where we could measure where we currently stand. We saw a 7-1 result, but it doesn't reflect basically our level at this moment.
Yeah.
And that's, I'm not saying worrisome, but I saw a lot of flaws still. If we would have played against AZ again, for example, we might have lost again. Or against Napoli, who probably would definitely have lost again. So I'm not that optimistic. I'm just happy with the result and happy that we gained first place again in the league, and that's basically it.
You're not really very optimistic. Let me ask you another question. If you can
Yeah.
take some positives from this game, what would it be?
Well, the positive is the second half where I saw the lineup, 10 players of the lineup that I really liked. Bergwijn on the left, Conceição on the right, Brobbey in the striker position, Kudus on the 10 position. You got Alvarez. The only thing is Klaassen. I would rather have him. I'd rather have him off and having Berghuis at this spot or Taylor. But Berghuis was really good today, even though he had some sloppy passes. He was really dominant on the ball, distributing distributing with passes. Did a lot of defensive work, even though he was sloppy. Where Excelsior got a chance in the first half, so he was really it was more of careless football, but okay. And the back was okay with Vandal on the left. You could easily see that he isn't match fit, but nonetheless, give him some time. On the left back, he can do very well. Bessie and Timber, and on the right, Sanchez. And the fullbacks today, they had the evening of their life. They got so much space that they only had to focus on the attack because defensively there wasn't a lot to do, and you could see that Sanchez scored a goal, Bessie with an assist. Sanchez first 15 to 20 minutes very very dominant, a lot of energy. He lost the ball a few times, but you could see if you give them that space, they can be dangerous.
Yeah.
But it had to do with the opponent, as I said. Normally, they wouldn't get that much of space, and they would have been troubled maybe in defense. I don't know, but they were pretty well today. Yeah, and Brobbey was quite unlucky today, especially in the first half. He missed so many chances. He could have easily scored 4 or 5 goals tonight. It could have definitely be his night. But I'm already happy he's at the right place at the right time. He really got that striker instinct, which I like. So we need to give him time, and he will score more goals than he already did tonight. And
Yeah.
Kudus at 10 as well did great in the few minutes that he got. So I'm quite pleased with that. If I have to call some other names, Bergwijn also a bit unlucky on the right side. You could see him. You could clearly see that he was not comfortable on the right. He was always getting into the center, trying to get his chance, try to score his the attempts that he got, but he wasn't really on the right side. And you could easily see that when he went to the left side, he felt comfortable. He got his signature goal, but the way he scored was ridiculous. Did you see the defender? It wasn't even the defender, probably. It was so easy. Yeah, but it's going to be difficult for Bergwijn and Tadic to know who should play. For me, I will give Bergwijn the time to play on the left wing. But since Schreuder is not comfortable with Conceição on the right, I would opt for playing Bergwijn again on the right and Tadic on the left, although I would rather see Bergwijn on the left and Conceição on the right. But yeah, nonetheless, it was okay. We did not play that great. Blind played an okay game. You could easily see that these type of games are really made for him. There's not much pressure on the defense, which suits him. The ball is mainly on the half of the opponent, on the pitch on the opponent's half. Also suits him. The strikers didn't have really that speed. Also suits him. So it was typically a game for him where he could play these type of games. But normally, I would not like to see him in the starting 11. But
wow,
yeah.
Okay, look, 7-1, right? You're being very analytical about the game, and I understand. You know, we came from a rough period, but the 7-1, does it build confidence for the players, for the team as a whole, going into RKC next week, and then we have Liverpool after?
Normally, yeah. I mean, if you win 7-1, it should give a confidence boost. But I'm afraid that they will use this boost to play against RKC, and they will get hurt because RKC is not the same opponent as Excelsior. RKC is playing at home. It's not like Excelsior playing at the arena.
So you're saying you're expecting a tougher game next week?
I expect a way tougher game.
Okay.
And that's why I'm afraid he will play the same 11 next week, and we will get hurt most likely.
Wow, you have no confidence in this team whatsoever.
No, I have no confidence in Schreuder. That's something that's for sure. I have no confidence in him. But as I said, we didn't play that good today. It was that Excelsior played that bad. But I'm not trying to remain harsh. I'm very happy with the result, 7-1. Very happy that we got the first position in the league again. But I'm not really optimistic.